With our Patriots insider now, Jeff Howe of The Athletic. Jeff, running the football was huge for this team today.
Yeah, they needed to give Tom Brady a break, and they needed to get the offensive line into more of a rhythm. The offensive line had a really difficult first half, but when they got the running game going and Sony Michel a lot more involved, it really opened up the rest of the offense in the second half, and that was when you were able to play some power football. I mean, the offensive line was continuously on their heels in the first half. Brady was under pressure a ton, and I think it was because they were so predictably dropping back to pass, and that's when they got into some trouble. So a little more balanced of an offense. I know the running game has been a frustration point this season so far, and it's not perfect, and they didn't solve it here in D.C., but they at least took a step in the right direction.
Let's talk about Tom Brady. This ends up being a blowout. A lot of great things that he did, some great passes. Let's talk about the bad things. Second week in a row, he throws a red zone interception. I know he's being pressured. Unacceptable, Jeff.
Yeah, it was. You can't leave points on the board like that, especially in a close game on the road in this type of environment. But because those are the types of mistakes that you don't want to repeat themselves down the road. Again, you knew it wasn't really going to bother them or impact the results of the game against the Redskins.
Yeah, we felt that way against Buffalo when it came down to a one-score game,
right,
too, though.
But exactly. But you start to repeat these mistakes. You start to wonder, okay, is this going to resurface in December, January, in a much more important situation? So, yeah, you got to get rid of that. But you know what? That was the culminating point of a very frustrating first half. Again, the defense was teeing off on Brady, and there was a lot of pressure being allowed up the middle. On that play in particular, there was a free rusher bearing right down on Brady, and he tried to make a play to James White. He just made a bad throw.
Let's talk about the tight ends' involvement, and let's talk about Brady's comment at the end of the week. On Friday, so much said about how Brady was hanging his young teammates out to dry because my favorite teammates are the ones I can trust and all this and that. He got the tight ends involved right away. He had completions to 9 different receivers in this game. So for all the vitriol about what Brady said, might he have been challenging them, knowing that he and Josh, knowing they were going to be a big part of the game plan this week?
I think so, because you saw right away he was going to the tight ends in the first couple drives. He was going to the running backs in the first couple drives. And that was a difference. I mean, he threw a pass to Sony Michel or he completed a pass to Sony Michel for the first time.
Oh, he can catch the ball.
He absolutely can. They're finally utilizing that. But you know those plays, especially at the beginning, are ones that they've really been working on all week. So they felt good about them. And then they started to get into some trouble when it was, all right, just look at the receivers. And then in the second half, along with the running game, they implemented the tight ends a bit. And, Ryan Izzo catches a wide open touchdown pass. Brandon Bolden down the sideline, again, getting the running backs involved, mixing it up, using the other positional groups other than just Edelman and Josh Gordon. And that's when you saw the offense thrive.
Now let's talk about the defense. They trailed, the Patriots did, for the first time in 5 games, first time this year when Washington broke a run and horrible tackling. They shut them out after that. Led by their linebackers, Dante Hightower, Kyle Van Noy, Jamie Collins, Jawan Bentley, on and on, Chase Winovich and how he's doing stuff. How good is this defense? This has been 5 games now. People want to talk about the opponents and how weak they are. This defense is really good.
Oh, they're unbelievable. And the strength really, I guess you could say any week, the strength is the cornerbacks, the linebackers, whatever. Today, it was the linebackers. But every single week, you're getting a big performance from the linebackers. You had the pick 6 from Jamie Collins earlier in the year. Last week, Kyle Van Noy is the defensive player of the week. This week, it's Dante Hightower coming back off a shoulder injury. He missed a game, comes out just shot out of a cannon. 4 tackles for loss is unheard of. A sack and a half. One of the sacks that he had, or the one that he split with Michael Bennett, he cut inside the left tackle. I don't even think the left tackle contacted him, which was how fast he got past him. So it's just another week and another huge performance from this group of linebackers. I was talking to Hightower after the game and about, hey, did you have a little extra because you missed last week? And he was like, he immediately squashed that. He said, I don't want this to be, oh, Dante Hightower's back. He just said he had a good game.
Good. Final comment about Mike Nugent. Missing that first kick might be a blessing for him because now he's going to be on his toes, literally, every time in Foxborough.
He had some interesting comments, really opened up about what it was like as a free agent. He said he's got a 7-day routine. Normally in the season, it's to gear up for Sunday. This time it was to gear up for Tuesdays. So he kind of came into this game, he said it was sort of like a little rusty. He said it was like a golf swing when you step onto that first tee and you feel a little stiff. He said that's what missing that PAT was like for him. And once he sort of settled down, that's when he kicked some better balls.
All right, Thursday night, they try to go to 6-0 against the Giants. For Jeff Howe, I'm Butch. Back to you, Tom.